Alright, so today I'm going to be continuing my video series on my top 10 dramas that I was involved in for 2018. Okay, so in the last video we went through dramas ranked 10 through 8, and those dramas included the Speechy drama, the Fox Goodman drama, and the Quinn Reviews drama. Okay, so I have new in store for you. I have new people and I have new different types of dramas. Can you guess what those dramas might be and who might be those people? Well, you will find out in this video right now. And I'll switch the clip right now. Oh, and one more thing. I just want to mention that I might be going through ranks either 7 through 5 or 7 through 4. It's either one of the two. Depends on how much time we have. Okay, I just wanted to let you know about that. So let's get down with the video right now. Okay, so ranked on number 7, we have Jello Apocalypse. If you don't know about this guy, I made a commentary on him back in November whenever midterm elections were occurring. And that's what Jello Apocalypse subject of the video was about, of his video. It was to vote for a certain party. And how did he do this? Well, he used emotional manipulation of his audience to try to get his audience to vote for the Democratic Party. And well, as you expected, this did not go well for Jello Apocalypse. What he did in his video was that he accused people who voted for Trump to be considered as bad human beings, saying that they allowed all the events he showed to happen when in reality it was no one's fault. In fact, it was just unrelated incidents that didn't have anything to do with Donald Trump or with anything with the government or anything like that. Well, there were a few things that involved the government, but not Donald Trump or the supporters. He even tried to paint the Republicans in a negative light by showing red figures beating up this teddy bear. I don't even know what it is. It was a brown thing. It wasn't, I couldn't even tell what it was. He was also hypocritical in his video, one time saying that if you vote for Donald Trump, it's fine, but then he goes on to show all the bad things that has happened while he's been in office. Most of the events that happened weren't in Trump's control. And it was already happening long before Trump was in office. It was already happening in the early 2000s, the late 90s, the 80s, the 70s, you name it. It's always those events that Jello Apocalypse listed were always a thing. His video could have been good if he just said vote for a cause, and he could have just left it at that. But instead he just tried to emotionally manipulate people in the wrong way, and this led to his downfall of losing 10,000 subscribers. Now, he made multiple responses to people who were who were angry with him, but his responses were pretty terrible. He even made a reference to what people were memeing about him in one of his videos. He still gets hate to this day. I mean, Is the bandwagon over? Pretty much, but he still gets hate to this day. People who've made videos on him include Turkey Tom, FDA 12, That Kid Douglas, Manga Common, Just a Robot, Pie Guy Rules, and a few other people. Now, I really hope the best for Jello Apocalypse in the future, and I hope he can get back to making his classic animation videos that he makes. His so basically this is series, that series. I really hope he can try to go back to his original format on his content, and I hope he can try to succeed in doing so. He has gained his subscribers back, mostly all of his subscribers back, but he's still pretty much hated throughout this community, and I don't want him to fail like this. And for any YouTuber that wants to get involved in politics that has a different type of content that's not related to politics, don't do it. It's not worth it. It'll just get you backlash and hate. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm just saying that it's not really appropriate. Because whenever people come here to watch videos, they don't want to be reminded of the sad tragedies of the world. They just want to be entertained and and not informed. They want to be entertained and they want to have a smile on their face. So I hope Jello Apocalypse can recover from this, and I hope he can learn a thing or two from his mistakes and try to stop defending himself and admit what he's done. So anyways, I think this might wrap up for number 7. Let's go on to the next clip. Let's go on to number 6. Okay, number 6, we have Tomas Boss and his drama. Now, this drama has already been in the works. In fact, people have been making videos on Tomas Boss for the past 2 to 3 years now. Mostly Just a Robot has been contributing to that, to making videos on him. In fact, these are the videos that Just a Robot made on Tomas Boss. From April of 2016 all the way until October of last year. Do I expect to see Just a Robot making videos on Tomas Boss in the future? Probably. But anyways, the reason why Tomas Boss is now becoming a commentary train is because of recent videos from last year that Tomas Boss has made on Just a Robot. Even though Just a Robot wasn't making any videos on him at the time, Just a Robot was fairly quiet and he had his channel hacked at the time, so he couldn't really do anything about it, about responding to Tomas Boss. However, other people had to respond for him, people such as Shiny Piece, Joshua Montague, and a few other people, mainstream media, who has contributed brilliantly to this Tomas Boss drama last year, along with Brad Reed as well. But, the real reason why Tomas Boss is getting more hate than ever is because of one video that Tomas Boss made saying that he would help out people who were in a bad mental state or just feeling down. He would help any person who was feeling that way on any of his social media platforms. However, when someone asked him, or no, not asked, when someone told him that they needed help and they were feeling down down in the dumps, Tomas Boss's response was, "I'm working." And he got a lot of backlash for this because he basically ignored someone who was depressed. He ignored something. No, he ignored someone who he wanted to focus to help on. He ignored a specific person that he said he would help. And thus, it makes Tomas Boss seems like he didn't actually care about the person who was depressed. And thus, this makes Tomas Boss look like a fake person. Because it seems like that he only spreaded that positivity so that he could get some sympathy on his channel. And thus this backfired on him whenever people dug up to find those tweets that he made to that girl. And so people are still making videos on Tomas Boss to this day. And Tomas Boss has always been a train wreck when it comes to making videos on people, especially when it's either just a robot or mainstream media or anyone else that I mention. Also, one more thing I would like to mention. Also, Tomas Boss made a reaction video on Joshua Montague's video when he was in the car getting upset with Tomas Boss, raging at him because, he ignored a depressed girl. And Tomas Boss reacted to his whole video in full with, he did pause the video and he didn't play it. Well, actually, he did play it in its entirety, but he at least paused the video, but I still don't understand how that makes it better, but yeah, Tomas Boss tried to do his best to Tomas Boss tried to let me rephrase that. Tomas Boss tried to bring in some damage control to his channel when he responded to this video that Joshua Montague made. And then Joshua Montague made a response to that video. And honestly, Tomas Boss seemed like a smug person when he was reacting to Joshua Montague's video by laughing at Joshua Montague getting angry in his video. And he just seemed like he didn't care at all. Like he didn't care about what he did. He didn't care about other people's feelings. He just only cared about just looking. He only cared about this guy's reaction, Montague's reaction to Tomas Boss ignoring someone. And honestly, do I think Tomas Boss might learn from the stuff that he says? Probably not. In fact, I think he might be a really bad person now that we just got to see the dark side of him from a couple of months ago. At first I thought he was just misunderstood and completely, he was always trying to play this character as he was, like he didn't know what he was talking about, like he was always this ignorant person. But now it just seems like he's been lying this whole time and he's been playing a character and he's been faking his audience that he's not the person who he actually was. And it just makes me even more angry that Tomas Boss is doing this. Do I think Tomas Boss might learn from this? Let's face it, he probably already knows what he's doing, but he really doesn't care. I still hope that he changes his heart. I still hope that he at least has a change of heart, and I hope that he at least tries to find it in himself to change and become a better person than he is right now, because the way he's going, it seems like that he's not going anywhere at this point. His channel is already going nowhere, but this is not going to make it any better. In fact, this makes it a lot worse. So, do I still wish the best for him? I still wish some luck to him, just to try to change his mind about what he's doing, and just at least find it in himself to reconsider everything that he's said in the past couple of months, because it seems like that Tomas Boss is going to drop in subscribers if he does this. But anyways, I think this should wrap up this point, and I think we should go on to the next guy, or next point, or next person, I mean. So anyway, I'll end the clip now. Okay, so I think this might be my final person, because if I talk about one more drama, then probably this video would go over 30 minutes long. And talking about this person in particular would just be going over 20 minutes long. So, number 5 is Volks84. Now, of course, if you search his name, you can't really find his name anymore, because he changed his username, of course. It's now called Wogo. Now, this guy, he has autism like me, okay? And he has a disability, okay? I can understand that. But he used his disability as an excuse for this drama. Now, Volks84 was already being questioned in this community for his actions and for what he was doing, such as doxing Doritos Boy back in November or December. I can't remember which month, but it was sometime around there. Yeah, I think November. Yeah, it was. He was also getting into arguments with Serenity and with anyone who criticized him or made jokes about him on Discord. And he was overreacting to things, to people, to what people said about him that he didn't like. And a lot of people have seen Volks84 as the real person that he was. Now, this drama in particular started because Volks84, he called out this guy named Gunter the Penguin, who's had his channel deleted by YouTube about a few days ago. He called Gunter out for bullying him for his autism and stuff, which wasn't the case. In fact, Gunter was simply telling Volks84 to correctly hold his camera in one of his videos and to not shake it. Now, Volks84 didn't like this, and he spreaded lies about him on Discord. He tried to make Gunter seem like a bad person. He even claimed that Gunter was somehow a Trump supporter, which wasn't even true at all. It was something that he brought up with no evidence, and it was completely irrelevant. And he was also getting into arguments with everyone on YouTube and Discord, including me. Now, I understand. No, I don't. Let me rephrase that. Now, I understand that he has autism, but he can still be criticized for his videos. Just because you have a disability doesn't mean you can't be criticized. And he put himself on this high pedestal, and it led him to his downfall. Now, Volks 84, he kept trying to continue the drama. He kept trying to say that these specific people that he brought up were terrible people, but that wasn't the case. He was just spreading false rumors about people. Now, after that, Volks 84, yeah, Sharpie made a video on Volks 84 by saying that he was slandering Gunter. And then that was before when the drama really started. Then after that, Volks 84 made a couple of old accounts named Goldmine, Johnny Mine, and now Pepper Jeckamine. And I believe those accounts are still I think those accounts are still here. I still think people can go to those accounts and look at them. But I don't really know if they're searchable on the search engine, but I think they're still here if you were to look them up on my videos. But after this, everyone's just simply had enough of Volks 84's behavior and his actions, and we kicked him out of the community for this. Now, I was pretty disappointed myself that we had to do this, but it was for Volks 84's own good. Now, Volks 84, I know you're commenting on my videos, and I know you're still a fan of mine, but please listen. This was a drama that you need to learn from, and I think it was important for you to understand that this was a drama that didn't need to happen, and it didn't need to go on for about a week. So then after Volks 84 was after Volks 84 made his accounts, and after almost a week went by, I Like Memes made a video on him. Rifton R also made videos on him. I made videos about this, and a few more people made videos about this drama, such as, let me think. Who else? I know Bendy Boy 88 did. Doritos Boy. And there were a few others, but I can't really remember their names right now. I'm not sure if Eric Sage did a video on him, but maybe he might have contributed. But yeah, Volks 84, if you're watching this, I hope you can learn. I hope you're still learning from this drama, and I hope you're thinking about trying to change your behavior and your attitude and everything in between, taking criticism, trying to accept it as well. Well, that's basically the same thing as taking it, but trying to not put yourself on a pedestal or trying to do anything similar to that, but he still needs time away from this community if he really wants to get back in. There's also, before I before I end this video, Volks 84 has done other stuff such as take TMK Fanbot's side. I've already explained that he doxed Doritos Boy while taking TMK Fanbot's side. He also hated Conchas at one point, but that was about a month ago. And also, Volks 84 got into an argument with I Like Memes before this drama started about the leader of the WSIG drama. And his behavior was already skeptical. It was already questionable, and it led to his downfall last month. Now, Volks, I know you're still learning, and you're not a bad person, but you're just you're bewildered and you not saying you don't understand anything and you are ignorant. I'm just saying that you need to understand that you need to understand what criticism is, and you need to understand that people weren't tolerant of your behavior, and this drama didn't need to happen. So anyways, I think this should wrap up this video. I think I've already gone over 20 minutes. Man, this clip in particular is almost 9.5 minutes. But anyways, I think this should wrap up the video. Volks, if you're watching, I hope you improve on your flaws, and I hope you can improve on what you need to work with. So anyways, Volks84, I wish the best for you, and I hope you can try to improve and try to find yourself to ask yourself to get back into the community when you are ready. So anyways, this is going to be the end of the video, and I will see you next time on part 3.